Hey, welcome. The purpose of this video is to show you the quickest and easiest way to sign up for Colorcade and set up your very own class page. At which point, you'll then have everything you'll need to get started using Colorcade in your classroom. From your teacher page, you'll be able to initiate activities for groups of students by sending them pages to work on, and you'll also be able to monitor your students' pages as they work. Here's how. To use Colorcade in your classroom, you need a teacher device, i.e. your laptop, and a bunch of student devices, preferably one for every student participating. Once you've designated the device that you, the teacher, will be using, open up your web browser. And using your web browser, visit colorcade.com. Now you'll choose a username. This username will determine your URL. For example, if your name is Miss Honey, your URL could be honey.colorcade.com. Make sure that the username you choose is easy to remember and easy to type, because the students in your class will need to be able to type in the URL on their own devices in order to connect to your page. More on that later. After you've chosen a username, you'll then be asked to sign in with your Google account. After you've signed up, you'll be taken to your class page, just like that. This is, of course, the page from which you operate Colorcade and the page from which you put together and run activities in Colorcade. Of course, your page will look empty right now since you're just starting, but here's what your page might look like after having used Colorcade for a while. Take a look at these first two tabs up at the top here. There's All Pages, which holds all of the pages that you and your students have created. And then there's Your Pages, which holds the pages that you have created. The next tab is labeled New Activity, and it'll take you over to the page where you can initiate an activity with a group of students and send them a page to work on. The other tab is labeled Devices, and it'll take you over to the page where you can view and approve all of the devices that your students are using to connect to your class page. In the second half of this video, we'll show you how to get your students connected to your page, we'll show you how to begin an activity with a group of students, and we'll show you the New Activity tab and the Devices tab in more detail. First, have your students log onto their Chromebooks or whatever PC they may be using and open up their web browser. Have them type in your custom Colorcade URL. In this case, honey.colorcade.com. They'll be asked to sign into their Google accounts. This is simply so you'll be able to see their names from your device when they try to connect to you. And that's actually all they need to do on their end. Now it's your turn to go to your class page and click on the Devices tab. Look to the right in the area labeled New Devices. Here you'll be able to see all of the students that have typed in your URL from their devices and are currently waiting to be approved by you. All you have to do to approve a student is click that green check mark, or you can simply select Approve All to streamline the process. When you've approved them all, their names should appear over on the left instead in the area labeled Your Devices. Now, once your students have connected to you, you are all ready to go. Simply go over to the New Activity tab, and from there you've got two options. Option number one, you can click the box right in the middle that says Send a Blank Page. This will do exactly what you'd expect it to. When you send a blank page, every student that's connected to you receives a blank page that they are free to manipulate using Colorcade's tools. Or, option number two, you can scroll down and select a page from your pages that you've prepared in advance for the lesson that you're doing. Now, in both cases, navigate back over to the All Pages tab and you'll see that a new activity has been created, which will be labeled with the date and time that it was created. We recommend clicking on the label and renaming it to fit the activity that you're doing. And there you go. The lesson has begun. Here from this page, you can monitor your students' work within the activity. So a typical lesson in Colorcade should go something like this. In this case, we've taken option number one. We've begun a new activity by sending a blank page. The first thing you'll do is introduce the idea that you're trying to teach. You'll do that by clicking Add Page on the current activity and then creating your own sample page. You'll then display the sample page to your students, most likely with a projector. For example, to introduce fractions, you might illustrate the fraction 2/3 by placing 3 avocado stickers on the screen and giving 2 of them top hats. Now you'll begin the activity. Let your students loose on Colorcade to create their own page based on the idea. In this case, with fractions, maybe they could create pages representing other fractions, 1/3 or 4/5. You can walk around the class to keep everybody on task and to reinforce the concept with those that might be struggling. And the final step is showtime. Kids really love having their work up on the big screen for everyone to see. From your class page within the All Pages tab, you can click on your students' pages within the activity to see them in their entirety. You can give the students time to present or explain their page, and then you can discuss the page as a class. For lesson ideas and tutorials, you can check out the videos on our YouTube channel. If you'd rather come up with your own lessons and you need help with that, then you can check out this video over here. And that should be about all you need. Best of luck to you.